What's happening? Renegade Culture in the building. Live and direct, your man Kalanja Jamachanga, a.k.a. The Riot Starter, alongside...
Yo, it's Kamal K. Franklin, you know what I'm saying? The intellectual, the sexy grassroots art organizer, and everything else that goes with it, man. But don't hate on me. That's my new intro.
This is John Legend. John Myth.
The sexiest man alive.
Hey, you know what it is? He had his light-skinned compadre on last week, so he wanted to try to boss up this week. You know what I'm saying?
There was a lot of light skin in the room that time.
Oh man, it was bright.
We had to outnumbered.
Then your man brighten his room up. It got brighter. Shout out to my man Dr. Jared Paul in the building. You know what I mean? Right. Excellent show. We got my man, the Ear Doctor, on deck. What up, Ear Doctor?
What's good?
Man.
I'm up here, chilling, getting it
Okay.
All right.
Loose in the building?
Yes, sir.
What up, Loose?
Yes,
no doubt. Yes, Loose is in the building. Loose Weed, shout out to him. We had to come here on a special day because of the fact that y'all man Biden been losing his motherfucking mind. You know what I'm saying? We listen to him. He get on there with Charlemagne the God. And Charlemagne, we like Charlemagne. Shout out to Charlemagne. But goddamn, Charlemagne, you let that motherfucker walk a little too far. So we had to come run for backup. You know what I mean?
Like a special like holiday weekend edition of Renegade Culture. Because you couldn't just let this stuff lie until like Thursday when our regular broadcast. Yeah. We wanted to give just some snippets of our insights.
Yeah.
About what the hell was going on with Uncle Biden.
Ain't this the Memorial Day special?
Yeah,
this Memorial Day special.
This is gonna be the episode that they remember we walked up barefoot on Biden's ass. That's what it's gonna be the motherfucking memory. That bullshit right there is out of control. Yo. We see right now that Biden, from now on, we won't call him VP Biden. We'll call him date rape Biden. Because this motherfucker right here, he thinks he took black folks to Red Lobster, that his ass gonna get hit off. We ain't going out like that, homie.
That's right.
Your crusty ass.
I mean, my man came on blasting like he was.
Yeah.
I mean, like he was like down. He's like part of the crew.
Listen, come on.
He thought he had a pass.
I would have traded all 65 shows just to interview that motherfucker for that particular joint right there. He wouldn't have wanted to run no goddamn more. We'd have put the Ear Doctor in his place.
Yo, is it? We got to get to a clip of how he was just pandering to the people, man.
We got to go point for point, blow for blow, man. Can we do that?
Play that first one, yeah.
Let's give him a little.
Biden tries to sound black.
Like I'm wondering how you're going to energize people and win a campaign from the House.
Well, I tell you what, I'm following the rules, man. Number one, I'm keeping the rules. My governor says he doesn't want us out. I haven't been out. I wear my mask. I have a mask. I got Secret Service outside. I walk outside. I have it on. They get tested. And by the way, I'm beating them across the board.
So first off, let's throughout this whole interview with Charlemagne,
yes,
Biden says "man" like 12 times, and what can only be termed as like his version thereof, as an aggressive tone.
Yes,
trying to match him up is like, yo, I'm down. Y'all can't punk me. I'm here to talk to the people. I think like they got Sean King to sit in the room with him. And give him like his own, like, this is how I sound black. Ain't this how you should sound black, yo?
Yo, I'm saying it's like a bad blaxploitation film and shit. You know what I'm saying? Without Pam Grier. He like one of the white cops in one of the old ass movies and shit. You know what I mean? Yeah, listen, man. I mean, jive ass Joe. That's what the fuck his name should be.
That's what he did. It sounded like he was from the 1970s. He's pulling out some black exploitation film. You dig, man?
Hey, man. You black bitches better have my money, man. I was waiting for across 100 10th Street to start
playing word. Get some Isaac Hayes in the background.
Hell yeah, just the bone. This motherfucker D from the Average White Band. Listen here, Joe. We gonna do this shit. Play that shit, man. Play some more of that shit, man.
Oh, which one? Can we talk about this dude's job? But this is where we going next.
His job?
How he slummed and worked in the slums?
Let's hear that.
Oh yeah, let's talk.
Please.
He's working with the slums.
Yeah, he's a slum. He's been in the slums. He's from the hood.
Okay, word.
I say it's off by half. Come on, man. Give me a little break here.
There you go.
This is where I come from. I got involved. I came home from college. and I had a job with a really fancy law firm out of law school. And my city is the only city in America occupied by the National Guard, the military, for 10 months when Dr. King was shot. And I had this fancy job, a kid coming from a lower middle income household. I quit and became a public defender. And I stayed in that community. I was the only guy when I was in high school. I had a job, a country club kind of job at a swimming pool. I was the only white employee in the East Side because I wanted to work in the projects. Because
Yo!
He wanted to work in the projects.
Wait.
He's taking that liberalism to the next level.
No, fuck that. The man said he come from a lower middle income household. What the fuck is a lower middle income household? What the fuck is a lower middle income household? And he wanted to go work at a country club where he was the only white guy working because he wanted to be where? In the projects. I grew up in the projects. Come on. You grew up in the projects, right?
Oh, I was raised in the projects, son. I was raised and there was no place for Joe Biden to come through and do his good liberal do-gooder work and try to act like he was learning about the people or he was down with the people. And in 68, in those swimming pools, there wasn't no black folks allowed in those swimming pools.
They were segregated. The swimming pools was fucking segregated. That's number one. Number two, I ain't never been to a motherfucking project that remind me of no goddamn country club. I've been in a project that reminded me of Hanoi. I've been in a project that reminded me of motherfucking goddamn Rwanda. I've been in a project that reminded me of Cambodia. I've been in a project that reminded me of Brooklyn. But I ain't never been in no motherfucking project that remind me of no country club. And then the motherfucker said a swimming pool.
Yo, but I'm saying he's from the projects, man. Check out how he talked that project talk real quick. Check this out.
Let me see, man.
LGBT community.
Absolutely.
You want the same thing. Do you feel like black people are owed that from the Democratic Party?
Absolutely, Bob. What did I say? Remember when they said Biden can't win the primaries?
Yes.
I kicked everybody's out. Excuse me.
No, talk like that. I need you to say that. You did what?
No, I won overwhelmingly. I told you when I got to South Carolina, I won every single county. I won a larger share of the black vote than anybody has, including Barack.
Ooh!
Including Barack, nigga. What?
Like what?
He said, including my ex-boss, motherfucker. He said, I kick everybody. I came through South Carolina like wood.
What?
Nigga wood. Yo,
like,
I'm saying,
Barack's record.
What? Yo, what he say? He got more of the black vote than he. And check it.
Basically, he just wait a minute though. Basically, he just did a dick comparing contest. He was like, my dick is longer than Barack's. This is basically what he just did, yo. He's like, let me let you know.
Listen, I don't know about all that, but I'm just saying, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't know him doing his thing. That's what you want to do. Knock yourself out the box, man. You know what I mean? But he said he came through and ran through South Carolina like he was, you know what I'm saying? Like he was that motherfucking dude, man. I respect the fact that he was so arrogant because what he did during this interview is he proved how arrogant and ignorant white supremacy is at the same damn time. You know what I'm saying? Between him and Trump right now, they're so beautiful because of the fact that it's like the great American comedy show. They the funniest shit since Richard Pryor came on the scene, man. These motherfuckers are incredible.
Oh, yeah, man. He must have been smoking weed, man. You know he also talked about smoking weed, a little bit of weed, how he's down for the weed movement.
Play that. We want to see how he was getting out.
We got to put this guy. We just got to. Oh my goodness. Here we go.
I think we got decades and decades of studies from actual weed smokers, though.
Yeah, I do. I know a lot of weed smokers.
I want to ask you about your running mate. I don't know
if you see this guy's face.
Man. I'm telling you,
I know a lot of weed
his handlers are trying to tell him this is how you talk on BET or black shows.
Right.
You gotta act like you down. You got to talk about how you smoke weed. You got to talk about your connection to the black community. Yes. And it just comes off so disingenuous. I mean, it's the same thing Clinton did like 4 years ago when she showed up on their show with hot sauce in the bag.
With the hot sauce. I was saying that. I was saying
Beyonce shit.
Yes.
You just can't keep doing. You it's like these liberal folks. You can't just keep that placating. The right wing folks just be like, fuck it, I don't like you and I don't need you, right?
Right.
And these cats just go overboard with the placating
man.
of like, they gonna show you how black they are.
Man, dude pretty much letting you know that, look, man, I talk to everybody I need to talk to. I got my ghetto pass and I'm rolling hard. You know, he reminds me of your white friend that wants to say nigga so bad. You know what I'm saying? You know, you get the white boys around and shit, and they start listening to the fucking music, and they start hanging around, they done smoke and drink and all that shit, and hung around the projects and know a couple black chicks, so on and so forth. So all of a sudden, they think that they can use the word nigga. That's what the fuck he just did. He just said, like, man, come on, man. It's me. You know what I'm saying?
And you know, he's home practicing in the mirror.
Oh, man.
All day long with that.
But the ill shit about it is he actually had handlers. I've never in the history of my motherfucking life seen handlers on the radio. I mean, you see the handlers when they doing the live press conferences and all that shit. You got a handler interrupting your ass trying to save you, and you like, fuck it, I like digging ditches. Yeah. I like going deeper. Play some more of your man.
Yo, speaking of black people, he sound like a pimp too when he talk about the black women he gonna have around him. Check this out.
Things they want from you, and one of them is a black woman running mate. What do you say to them?
What I say to them is that I'm not acknowledging anybody who is being considered, but I guarantee you there are multiple black women being considered.
Wow.
Multiple.
Read that as two.
Consider for what?
Yeah.
Stacy, right?
Right.
And the one from California. What's her name again?
Kamala.
Yeah, that's it.
Right.
You know, I mean, that's.
And they're not forgetting her.
Yeah, they're not really getting. They're not. I mean, I used to think Stacy had a real shot, but at this point, I think he thinks he's black enough for the ticket. So I think he's going to go in another direction where he gets his moderate white female on, and he thinks he's going to bring in these other white folks to the party or whether. You know what I mean,
I really want to know if he's still forgivable and electable. That's the fuck I want to know. You know what I'm saying?
You know, I think there's the point. I mean, I give a little validation to folks feel Trump is so outrageous that I mean, even when you at the aftermath of this interview, people are like rolling out not only excuses and justifications with still anybody but Trump, and that's what he's counting on. I mean, particularly around the black vote, that's what he's counting on.
So I mean, it's cool. It's cool if he don't say grab him by the pussy, as long as he just caress it and finesse it. It's okay.
That's the lesser two evils argument, ain't it? That's in a nutshell.
Wow.
And apparently you losing your black card if you don't vote for him.
Oh,
that's what he's saying. Oh yeah, let's check this out.
November, we got more questions.
You got more questions, but I tell you, if you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, then you ain't black.
It don't have nothing to do with Trump. It has to do with the fact I want.
He went there with it.
Wait a minute. Come on. This is an attorney. He's
pulling race cards.
Wait, this is an attorney, right? This is a former senator, right? This is a former vice president. I really don't believe that this little old white man is walking around telling him, you ain't. I mean, he emphasized ain't. You ain't black.
He ain't black.
God damn.
He put that extra black in it.
Yeah, he's telling you who's invited to the barbecue and not.
Yeah.
He's like, I got that designation now, son.
I talked to Steve Harvey. You know what I'm saying? I talked to Yeezy. I talked to Jay-Z. Look, you ain't black if you ain't fucking with me. Dude, like straight man. I mean, you talking about the interview we did last with the last post with Abiodun Doom. Talking about the white man had this God complex. This motherfucker beyond the God complex.
He's got a God complex.
Shit, he got a black man complex. He just
although on the low, I was like, I mean, I don't think he's wrong, but he just ain't the messenger. You can't bring the messenger.
No, I mean, you wouldn't say you're wrong about if you ain't vote for him being black.
Trump, son?
Ain't no black person gonna vote for Trump.
You're gonna call him black though, you know.
But it ain't gonna mean you ain't black, motherfucker. It means
well.
I mean, shit. I ain't vote for Trump or Biden, and I'm blacker than the motherfucking morning sun.
Exactly. But you didn't vote for Trump.
Yeah, I mean, okay.
All right, then.
Shout out to Shelley Winters. We need to bring his monkey ass back to the joint
almost
too.
Black ass back.
That's what I'm saying. Shelley black.
Well.
Yo, so check this out. Here's the ultimate question then. They say, you got your two people to pick from. You pick a fork in the road, I'm going straight. I'm really not about either one of those, but they saying like, yo, if you don't vote for this one, then you vote for that one. So if we ain't down for either one of them, if we sit out, then what are we looked at as?
I mean, what are we looked at as now? What we looked at
Renegade.
as exactly. So the thing is, you know, when we did this thing a few years ago, and it was on CNN, and motherfuckers was mad at me for real when they would see me like, man, I can't believe you telling people not to vote. I said, I ain't telling motherfuckers not to vote. I said I wasn't voting. You know what I'm saying? Who the fuck listening to me except for your dumb ass? You understand what I'm saying? You know, I don't give a shit who you vote for at this stage in the game because of the fact that I recognize that it's only one thing that's going to take this whole, that's going to put in perspective, and that's replacing the system as a whole. So when you talk about voting for another system, then I'm all for it. You know what I'm saying? Then I'm saying anything but capitalism. Then I'm saying, cool, well, I'll vote for socialism. You know what I'm saying? But yeah.
No, I was going to say, and I mean, we can always take this time to build, right? To build either a third party or another mechanism, particularly on the local levels, where it could matter more to us, or we can put pressure on the national level. We need to stop falling into the trap of it's always that lesser of two evils. Every 4 years, we get all hyped, all our folks get all deep into it, and then the insults fly if we don't participate in somebody else's system, which has never brought us liberation, as the old saying going. We didn't vote ourselves in, so we're not going to vote ourselves out, right? No. So, but people want to make it like if we don't do this, then somehow we are not fully participants. We need to be taking this time to build apparatuses that we control, we own, that speak to us, that we put up folks to run for any office who represent our political aspirations and ideas and policies. And if we don't do that, then fuck the rest of them.
And that's on the real. And we have to become organized, because that's where they're getting us at. I mean, the thing he said after this whole "you ain't black" shit was probably more important than saying you ain't black, because of the fact that he clearly has been studying the playbook. He clearly been listening to the Negroes. Please do.
Okay.
Thing for my community. I would love to see
Take a look at my record, man. I extended the voting rights 25 years. I have a record that is second to none. The NAACP has endorsed me every time I've run. I mean, come on. Take a look at the record.
All right, thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Anyway, thanks. I will come back.
So 2 quick things before I just want to. We also heard there his handler, like you said earlier.
Right.
Just
and it was the third time.
trying. That's the third time they chimed in, trying to get him out of there. Like before he says anything stupid.
Right.
Twice he didn't say the ultimate stupid thing, but then he said that stupid thing that got him in the most trouble.
Right.
But you know, he is so arrogant, like you said, and bodacious. He didn't say I voted for the Civil Rights Act. He said I extended it. I'm like, so when did you extended it 25 years?
Right.
And let's take a deeper look. I think you're gonna get into this. Is like, and so what? Like, you know, and where are we at because of that? I'm saying things are a little better, but let's not act like you saved the black community.
Yeah, and I mean, on the real, we should be insulted as African people or black people or indigenous people, whatever you choose to call yourself, here in America in the year 2020, that a white man is telling you that they extended the voting rights for your black ass. You understand what I'm saying? We're allowing you to play like you are part of this system for another 25 years. Motherfucker, if you wanted to impress us, you would have said, look, we're extending the voters' right. You motherfuckers been here for damn near 500 years. We're going to extend it for 500 years. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, how can you decide every quarter of a century that black folks have the right to vote? And you're really arguing, black folks are really arguing to vote for this motherfucker. What can you excuse about this? You know what I mean? We got to be clear.
To all the renegades out there, Renegade Culture. Vote for Renegade Culture. That's all you got to vote for, man. Number one podcast.
Hey, don't vote for me.
The special edition of Renegade Culture coming on.
Yes. We'll be back on Thursday, finishing up what we started.
No doubt.
Renegade Culture. We out of here.
All right.
Fuck Biden. Congressional Black Caucus and the motherfucking NAACP.
Michael Render, a.k.a. Killer Mike. You watching me on Renegade Culture, a.k.a. none of that lame shit allowed, fuck boy.